Hello and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Beading for All, brought to you by Inspired Creations, HOM. I, of course, am the most influential speaker from the House of M, and I am your MC to this wonderful program. Today's episode will be fantastic. The theme today is Ghostbusters. Who doesn't like the Ghostbusters? You have your picks from old school cartoons to the real Ghostbusters cartoon in the 80s to the old serial television series way back when. Of course, the famous movies of the Ghostbusters with Peter Venkman, Egon Spengler, Winston and Ray Stantz. And of course, you have the newer Ghostbusters from a couple years ago, I think. I don't even remember. The one with Thor in it. The Chris Hemsworth, right? The female-led cast of Ghostbusters. Whatever Ghostbusters roster you enjoy, that's what this episode is all about today. The pattern or the design we're going to show to you so that you can create your very own is awesome. And guess what that character is? Slimer. From the Ghostbusters. We are going to be tackling Slimer from the Ghostbusters today, and then afterwards I'll show you some other designs that I have come up with that are Ghostbuster related. Let's get right to it and show off Slimer. Guess what though? This one is special because I use glow-in-the-dark beads for Slimer. You don't have to. And I was close to not even doing that as well because I have perfectly fine neon green beads that I could have used for Slimer, which you could use too. But I remembered I had glow-in-the-dark beads and I thought I'd test it out. Let's see how it turned out. So now we're going to put his mouth in there and give him some life. And let's make him, he's got the tongue. So let's make it, let's get his mouth done. Here we go. All right, there he is. Now all we have left to do are the accent colors, which will give it a little bit of pop, and the green that is famous and associated with Slimer. So let's put the little green accents. I'm choosing a neon type green, that kind of color. Oops, that kind of color for the accents, and let's get it completed. And there's Slimer. Let's take a look at him before we melt this little guy. If I can pick it up and not drop it all. And there he is. So there's Slimer. And again, he's using the glow-in-the-dark beads. So hopefully the full effect will happen when it's actually glowing in the dark. Either way, kind of fun nonetheless. This is, again, just me having fun with some beads that I don't normally use often. So I figured why not use glow-in-the-dark green beads for Slimer's body. Again, if you have other greens, feel free to do with it as you will. This is your creation, by the way. You can use those neon green beads for the body, and then maybe like a darker one for the accents. Whatever you like, make it your own. Okay. Look at that. Again, I am in as much darkness as I can. Look, that is awesome. These are glow-in-the-dark beads. Look how fun Slimer turned out. So there you go. I'm sorry, I'm seeing this for the first time too. This is so fun. Slimer turned out excellent with the glow in the dark beads. I had him sitting in the light for a good, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe no, a good 20 minutes, and it turned out. So there he is, Slimer in his wonderful, glorious glow in the dark beads. Let me know what you think of how it turned out. Again, if you don't have glow in the dark beads, get them. But if you don't, you can also do this design and see how they turn out otherwise. But there's my version of Slimer. Oh my God, he turned out awesome. Okay, so to carry on with the Ghostbusters thing or theme here, showed you Slimer with the cool glow in the dark beads one more time in regular lighting. So there he is. You can kind of see it. So it really turned out. It was pretty cool. Um, So I did some prior designs of the actual Ghostbusters, not movie version. I did them of the 1980s cartoon version, the real Ghostbusters. So one of my Saturday morning cartoons that I watched as a kid. So I wanted to do versions of those guys in my Mega Man version again. So we're gonna launch it off with Peter Venkman holding a positron glider. Again, these are based off the cartoon version, so if they look different from their movie counterparts, that's why. So take a look. It's a great cartoon, but there's Peter Venkman with his positron glider. You got Ray Stantz coming at you here too. Again, cartoon version, not the movie version, but still fun nonetheless. I think so anyway. You got Winston holding a positron glider and a ghost trap. That's I like Winston. He was pretty good. I liked him because he was like the muscle of the group, and I like strong people like me. I'm nice and strong. All right, and the last one I got is Egon Spangler, again based off the real Ghostbusters cartoon, and he's holding the what do you call that? Oh shoot, what is that called? PKA meter? I think that's what it is. He's holding the PKA meter there. So again, all these turned out double-sided, so I can flip them around as needed. But there's Egon Spangler. So there are the real Ghostbusters from the cartoon, the 1980s cartoon here. I always mess this up. Maybe I should just show one instead of multiple figures here. All right, hey, I gotta look underneath all this stuff. There they. Okay, well, I got it. Covering up Ray Stantz a little bit too much there. I'm gonna put him in the front. Is that better? That'll work. So you got Egon Spangler, Winston, Ray Stantz, and Peter Venkman there. The real Ghostbusters. And let's see if I can do it. Oh God, don't drop. There they are. With Slimer. There they are. It's Perler madness. Oh my God. Alrighty, well that's my show. So thank you very, very much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. And make your own Slimer, make your own Ghostbusters, maybe make the movie versions. But again, before you leave this channel, please make sure you subscribe or hit the bell to give you alerts. But subscribe to the channel because you'll not only see Beading for All, but you'll also see shows like Revelations, which shows all kinds of fun toys, a lot of which are things right behind me, the Funko Pops for sure. You can also see my other show called Fractured Games, and there I play video games from the Nintendo Switch, and I have fun doing that for you too. You can follow me on Facebook as Inspired Creations HOM. There I post all the links to the podcast shows. So if you forget to subscribe, I don't know why you wouldn't. I'm reminding you right now. I don't know why you wouldn't. But if you forget, my Facebook will also have links to all my YouTube shows when they go live. And I also do live chats to my Facebook shows, to my YouTube shows. So Beading for All, Revelations, and Fractured Games. They premiere usually at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and I'll be available for live chat. Live chat, even if it's just to say hi, live chat with me, because I think every episode I've done so far with the live chats, I've had 2 people chat with me, 3 people. My daughter, my wife was one of them, and then I also had the famous author Tracy Krimmer live chat with me one time too. But just to say hi, it would be fun. Otherwise, you just see little posts. I see posts, and it's all from the IceBox Cast logo, and it's just me chatting to myself. There's my pity party, all right? Anyway, but you can also see my podcasts or hear my podcasts. My podcasts usually premiere on SoundCloud, but they go on iTunes, they go on Google Podcasts, they're on iHeartRadio, iTunes, I say iTunes already, and Spotify even. So give me a listen. There I have two shows. One's called The Icebox, where I talk about everything and anything that I want. And then the other show is called Comic Complex, where I just talk about comic books. One of my original passions. I love comic books. Marvel, DC, Image, All of them. They're all good. And I love first appearances. Okay, I'll save it for the podcast. But listen to me there. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at iceboxcast@gmail.com. Whatever I get, I'll read those comments and questions on my podcast, probably Iceboxcast. But I have all my links there on Facebook as well, too. So you can follow me on Instagram. Instagram is a great place to follow me because I'll post pictures of my Perler art on my Iceboxcast Instagram account. My Facebook and my other Instagram account, Inspired Creations HOM. I'll put my vector artwork too that I use for cricket applications. You can make tumblers, T-shirts, hoodies, decals, all kinds of fun stuff. And I usually do this kind of stuff, comic book, cartoon stuff. Yeah, I know I should be past that at my age, but in some way I think I'm in my prime for. I love this stuff. But yeah, I'll post artwork on there. You can use all that stuff for the cricket applications too. So that's it. I hope you really had fun watching this show. Once again, there's the glow in the dark Slimer. Oh, he looks wonderful. I love him. Hey, and please remember this. If nothing else, beading isn't just for me. Beading is for all. But we're going to melt a Slimer here. We're going... It happens. We're going to fix the Slimer first, and then we're going to melt him so you can see what he should look like. Hey, what are you going to do? All right, we'll be back.